Have you ever thought the Bible might predict the clash between Trump and Kamala in 2024? Imagine they aren't just politicians, but mythical figures with immense power. A mysterious story, transcending time and space, where two figures represent opposing forces. Could it be that this is not mere coincidence, but a destiny written by fate? Join us on this mystical journey and uncover the deeper meaning within the Bible. Part 1. If the Bible could predict the Trump vs. Kamala showdown in 2024. In the ancient scriptures, a prophecy foretells an inevitable confrontation. Two names emerge, the elder dragon and the goddess of justice, symbols of power and justice. Destiny has decided they will clash, a battle of values. Elder dragon, I will bring a new order to this world. Goddess of justice will decide, not your power. Elder dragon, no one can stop my might. This era belongs to me. Goddess of justice, you may be strong, but justice is eternal. Elder dragon, with determined eyes, believes himself to be the world's destiny. Goddess of justice kindly responds, confident in the power of justice. This battle is not just about strength, but ideals and deep-seated beliefs. Elder dragon raises his scepter, challenging the world with his proclamation. Goddess of justice readies herself, gripping her sword, the symbol of justice. The two face each other, each bearing a different ideal. Their battle is not only power, but a confrontation of justice and ambition. The final clash draws near. The question remains, who will prevail? So who will prevail? And does victory hold meaning if it's not paired with justice? Part 2. The fateful encounter. At a strange sunset, the great dragon and the goddess of justice unexpectedly met at the center, the sacred crossroads of all powers. I have heard of you, but a little goddess like you is hardly worth my attention. Do not underestimate the power of justice. Have you forgotten that arrogance has brought down gods stronger than you? Your words stir my soul, igniting the fire in my eyes like never before. I will prove that justice is not just an idea. It has the power to defeat even the most arrogant. Justice? It's the weakness of those who lack power. I will crush you to prove it. You may be powerful, but your arrogance will be your undoing. I don't fight just to win, but to protect justice. This moment felt frozen. The entire center seemed to hold its breath before the upcoming clash of opposing forces. This is my power, a force that makes the universe bow. Do you have the courage to face it? Your fire cannot surpass the resilience of justice. Justice is the wall that fire cannot breach. Do you truly believe that the weakness of justice can overcome my strength? Yes, I believe. Justice is never weak. It always prevails through righteousness and truth. The battle of faith and strength is about to begin. This is the moment to see if arrogance or justice will prevail. So what do you think? Will justice or arrogance win? Reflect on the true power of justice in life. Justice, if true, will always shine bright. Let our faith in justice guide us. What does this story mean to you? Let it remind us of the true value of justice in every action. Part 3. The Grand Dragon and the promise to the people. The Grand Dragon summons the crowd, his fervent supporters ever ready to stand behind his every word. People of mine, I shall build an empire where all can become proud warriors just like me. Long live the Grand Dragon. Yet behind him, the goddess of justice stands silently, observing, preparing for her decisive strike. She knows that to uphold justice, sacrifice is necessary, even if it means facing the Grand Dragon's power. In the Grand Dragon's heart, he believes he has won it all, that his empire is invincible. The crowd believes, supports, and venerates. But is this truly the right path? The goddess of justice stands firm, believing that justice will always be the ultimate strength. The showdown between power and justice is only a matter of time. The Grand Dragon suddenly realizes that justice is ready to confront him, unafraid. Justice is not always easy, but it is necessary to keep balance in the world. The people watch for the first time, questioning, have they placed their trust wisely? This story stirs reflections within them on power and justice, and what is truly worth trusting. The Grand Dragon, despite his great power, feels the pressure of justice's determination for the first time. In the end, justice always prevails. It only requires patience and resolve. Ask yourself, do we put our faith in power or in justice? This is a question each of us should ponder. Part 4. The Goddess of Justice and the Call of the Soul. While the great dragon calls for power, the Goddess of Justice reaches into the hearts of the people. She says, "I seek not power but unity, for together we can overcome every hardship." The Goddess of Justice's eyes reveal her faith in the people's unity and compassion. The great dragon stands tall but cannot shake the people's resolve in her message. The goddess continues, "Come together with compassion and justice in your hearts." The people look up at the goddess, sensing sincerity in every word she speaks. She extends her arms, symbolizing harmony and unity among all. The great dragon observes, realizing the profound impact of her compassion on the people. The people hear and resonate, each one determined to stand with the Goddess of Justice. They hold hands, sharing the strength of faith and determination for righteousness. The goddess bows, sensing the genuine love the people have for her. The great dragon begins to worry, witnessing the power of kindness and unity. The people and the Goddess of Justice stand together, facing the great dragon without fear. Light from the goddess's compassion spreads, causing the great dragon to retreat in hesitation. Let us follow the Goddess of Justice. Like and subscribe to spread the spirit of justice and unity. Justice and compassion are our greatest strengths. Stand united and let this spirit spread everywhere. Part 5. Ancient Prophecy. Omens and Trials. A mysterious prophet appears. Speaking of an ancient prophecy, the strongest will fall if their heart is not pure, and justice will prevail if not tainted by ambition. That prophecy is mere talk. I am the one who decides fate. Remember the prophecy, Grand Elder Dragon. Your power may be destroyed by your own hand. The Grand Elder Dragon suddenly pauses, the prophet's words echoing in his mind. People of my realm, I shall build an empire where everyone can become as proud a warrior as I am. Long live the Grand Elder Dragon. But behind him, the Goddess of Justice stands quietly, observing and readying herself for her decisive move. In the lurking shadows, trials await the Grand Elder Dragon, and his courage will be tested. Will he overcome the temptations, or will he be destroyed by his own ambition? Memories of his ambitious past return, reminding him of the value of justice and humility. The Goddess of Justice steps forward, sword in hand, ready to face anything that threatens justice. As he sees his reflection in the stream, he realizes that true power lies in purity and integrity. He understands that his decisions, not power or might, will determine the fate of his empire. The Goddess of Justice sees the change within him and knows that justice has ultimately been upheld. The dawn breaks, signaling a new beginning where justice and compassion reign. And what about you? Will you choose justice and purity in your own life? Part 6. The Final Showdown. In rage, the Elder Dragon unleashes his power, creating a terrifying firestorm. Do you think you can stand against this power? The Elder Dragon roars fiercely, but the Goddess of Justice stands firm, countering with unwavering justice. Though surrounded by fire, the light of justice remains undiminished. You have forgotten that justice never fails. The goddess replies powerfully. The goddess raises her sword, radiating justice that overcomes all darkness. The two move closer, preparing for the final confrontation. When fire and light meet, a spectacular scene emerges. The battle shakes the ground, nature itself joining the absolute power clash. The Elder Dragon retreats slightly, surprised by the unyielding determination. The goddess holds firm, her light, and will unshaken by the darkness. Light envelops as the goddess charges forward, fearlessly facing her foe. The entire land seems wrapped in the battle between justice and darkness. Finally, light prevails, darkness fades, leaving an unforgettable mark. Once again, justice triumphs. But where do you stand in this battle? Remember, justice and perseverance are true strengths. Unwaver. Part 7. Unity. And an unusual conclusion. Finally, as both powers neared exhaustion, The people rose together, calling on both sides to cease their fight. The people realized that only unity could bring true strength. Great Elder Dragon thinks, "Perhaps I was too obsessed with power." Lady Justice gently says, "And perhaps I need you to maintain justice with balance." Two opposing forces, but now they recognize the value of reconciliation. They chose reconciliation and rebuilding of the land. The people also united, starting to rebuild from what remained. Lady Justice and the Great Elder Dragon shook hands, a symbol of peace. Unity has given them true strength and happiness. Both looked toward the future, believing peace would be maintained. Lady Justice and unity are inseparable. That is our true strength. Great Elder Dragon, indeed, from now on we shall protect this land together. The land revived, under the protection of both the Great Elder Dragon and Lady Justice. An unusual but meaningful peace, bringing new hope. Together, they created a new future, a future of peace and unity. The Great Elder Dragon and Lady Justice understood that true strength lies in peaceful coexistence. What can we learn from this story? Let's reflect and start building peace in our own lives.